Good evening, everyone, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, the Enchanting Empress of Light. I hope all of my beautiful mommies are doing wonderful this evening, and I hope all of you have been taking care of yourselves and getting enough rest, and eating more fruits and vegetables, and eating meat, sparingly, all right? Get your protein from beans and nuts, okay? Try to eat as less processed foods as possible. And if you can, try to keep up on your meditation. Remember what I said in the third to last video I did, that you can start off small. You can start off by just meditating for 5 minutes, and then the next day, do it for 10 minutes, then the third day, do it for 15 minutes, all right? And you can do one week, meditate for 5 minutes every day, then the second week increase it to 10 minutes, and just do, whatever works well for you, whatever feels good to you, all right? But meditating is the best way to keep yourself centered and grounded and calm, okay? For not just for you, but for your baby, okay? Here's some for you, and some for me. Okay, so I'm gonna do something fun this evening. All right, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna find out what the gender of your baby is. Okay, so what I did was I bought 2 candles. Okay, one for your baby girl, and the blue candle for your baby boy. Okay, pink candle for girl, blue candle for boy. Okay, and then I'm going to ask Spirit which, whether your baby is a boy or a girl, okay, which gender it is, all right? So Spirit swings the pendulum, the key this way, the key of knowledge. If Spirit swings it this way, you're having a girl. If Spirit swings it this way, you're having a boy, okay? All right, and then after that, what we're going to do is we're going to find out how far along you are in your pregnancy, okay? And how we're going to do that is we're going to take a roll of the dice, all right? And we're going to find out that way. So obviously, if you get a 12, that means, because pregnancy is only 9 months, so if you get a 12, for those of you who are viewing and get a 12, that means you've already had your baby, and your baby is around 3 years old, okay? If you get an 11, then your baby is 2 years old, okay? If you get a 10, then your baby is, oh my God, really? I can't. There it is. Oh my God. So if you get a 10, all right, yeah, you know how that goes. All right. All right. So what we're gonna do now. Okay, hang on a second. Okay. All right. So if you'd like, all right, as I do this, as I clear this space, you can breathe in your nose, in through the nose, and out through your mouth. Okay? In through the nose and out through your mouth. Okay? Try to be seated as comfortably as possible. I know for many of you, you probably, cannot sit, cross-legged, but if you can, just sit as most comfortable as you possibly can. Okay? The point here is to be relaxed. Okay? Okay. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, for those moms who are viewing, pregnant moms that are viewing right now, please tell them if they are carrying a baby girl or if they are carrying a baby boy. Or for some of you who may have just had your baby, we're going to find out. Okay, with the boy. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, is the viewer's baby a boy or a girl? Is the viewer's baby a boy or a girl? Looks like it's a girl. It's going more this way. Okay, so that's the candle I'm going to light. For those of you who are watching, you have a baby girl. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Ah, I feel so pretty. All right. Oh, let's put this. There we go. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, now it's time to find out how far along you guys are. Okay. I'm just gonna no, I want you guys to see. There you go. Can you see that? There you go. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. How far along is the mommy who's viewing this reading tonight? Okay. We have 5 months. All right. So for those of you who are watching, you are 5 months pregnant. You know what? I'm going to put this. I'm going to put this here. All right. All right. All right. So as I set this up, I want you to clear your mind and still stay relaxed and still stay focused on what is either your main concern or what it is that you're thinking of mostly at this time, like the past few days or this past month. What you've been thinking and what you've been feeling and what you would like to know or what you would like to find out. Okay? Can you guys still see that? Yeah, you guys can still see that, right? There you go. Okay. So some of you may be thinking about having a water birth or an at-home birth. All right, so some of you may have been thinking about doing that or been doing some research on that. Some of you may have been looking up, where to find a doula or a midwife. All right. Right, a lot of people are evolving. Okay, they're ascending spiritually, and a lot of people are moving back towards nature, towards how things used to be done. Okay, not saying that people should be having their babies at home. You have to research it and be careful and make sure that you have an otherwise healthy pregnancy. Okay, and even then, it's always good to have someone on standby just in case. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, what do you want the pregnant bird to know? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so for some of you who are viewing, you're flying solo. All right, you're doing this pregnancy on your own. All right, you don't have a boyfriend. You don't have the baby's father. The baby's father's not in the picture. Right. It says flying solo, strong single female, baby's father not involved. All right. So that's the energy that's peeking through here. I'm going to keep this up here. All right, because pregnancy is not an easy thing to do. Okay, let alone doing it by yourself. All right. But many women have done it, and if that's you, you can do it too, all right? You are strong enough, all right, that you can do this. You can do this on your own, all right? All right, so both of these cards came up in the reverse. All right, so the first card is contemplating other methods of conception, unable to pay for surrogate, reversal of fertility issues. Oh, okay. Oops, let me move the camera a little bit. Okay. All right, so for some of you, it's funny because this came out in the last reading. For those of you who are looking for alternative forms of conception, like IVF, surrogacy, adoption. All right, that came out in the last reading. That came up in the upright, though, in the last reading. In this reading, it came out in the reverse. So for some of you, if you were having fertility issues, or if your husband or boyfriend was having fertility issues, it's saying that it could have either naturally, fixed itself. A lot of people do heal, or someone may have had, I don't know, I'm feeling like maybe a man had a vasectomy and he reversed it, okay, so that you can, get pregnant and have your baby, all right? So that's the energy that's coming through. Okay, and then this one says, okay, so normally, if this was in the upright, okay, it says partner disinterested in intimacy, arguing, going to bed angry, feeling unloved and undesired. Okay, that's a very negative card. That's terrible. I mean, but it does happen, all right? But this came out in the reverse, all right? And it says partner affectionate and sexually interested in you, okay? Resolving arguments before bedtime, feeling wanted and adored. All right, that is good. All right, that is really good for many of you. For some of you, it may have even been like this for a while. All right, sometimes for some men, they have to get used to, you know, their woman's changing body. You know, because your body, your expanding belly, and just everything is, you know, sexually everything can be a little different. You know, it could be a little challenging, and some men, you know, some men have a hard time with that. All right. And sometimes it has nothing to even do with what you look like or your expanding belly. Sometimes men can be that way, okay? But for some of you, even if it was like this, now, you know, things are getting resolved, all right? Because it says resolving arguments before bedtime, all right? So if you guys were having issues in the recent past, that's not the case anymore, all right? Or if you're still having issues, Spirit's saying that it's going, you know, you guys are both moving towards some sort of resolution, and you guys are going to, you know, start becoming intimate again and affectionate, and you're going to start feeling wanted and adored, all right? Okay. You know, there are also, I just heard that there are many people with regard to with conception and surrogacy. A lot of times couples spend, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars or tens of thousands of dollars, and they go through all this trouble, and it doesn't work, and then they end up, you know, having a night of passion or something miraculous happens, and then they end up getting pregnant. She ends up getting pregnant on her own, or, you know, something happens with him that he is able to get her pregnant. You know what I mean? So sometimes that happens too, okay? So miracles do happen, all right? You can look up stories like that. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, what are the messages that you want the pregnant viewer to know about contemplating other methods of conception, reversal of fertility issues? Why is this energy here, Spirit? Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Why is this energy here? Wow. That's too many. That's just too many. Oh, look at that. The Sun card. The Sun card came out. It came out as I was cutting. Let's bring it back. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, what is this energy here? Contemplating other methods of conception, reversal of fertility issues. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, can I get one more? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. Yeah, for some of you have been going back and forth with this fertility thing. I mean, you guys have just felt so done with this, all right? For some of you, I mean, you guys have been going around, you've been seeing fertility specialists, you've been talking to doctors, you've been doing your research, for some of you, you've even been talking to surrogates. I mean, you guys, this is very stressful, and you know, for most of you, you've put money into this, all right? And not just money, but your hopes and your dreams, just to have a baby. For some of you, you guys are going through so much trouble and so much effort, And you guys are, you know, just about ready to give up, or for some of you, you have already given up. All right, you're just stick a fork in you, and you're just done. Okay, you are done. All right, but we have the page of wands here. All right. So what I'm getting here is that you're going to get some kind of message. All right, you're going to get some kind of message about this. All right. For some of you, if your husband or your boyfriend has been undergoing tests to find out if his sperm is viable, all right, or if you have been undergoing tests, or both of you have, all right, Spirit says that you're going to get an answer soon, all right, with regard to whether you guys can have a baby the old-fashioned way, all right. You're going to get some sort of message regarding this energy here, with contemplating other methods of conception. You may even get a message for an idea for another way to conceive. All right. I'm hearing that for those of you who have given up, just heard that miracles do happen, and don't be surprised if something comes up to where, you know, this situation will be viable, okay, and you will actually be able to conceive a baby, okay, on your own with him. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, why is the Ten of Swords energy here? Why is the giving up energy, just tired and spent and done energy is here, Spirit? Thank you, Spirit. Why is the Ten of Swords energy here, Spirit? Wow. I find it interesting that when I'm pulling cards and the cards come out so forcefully that they ding this, you know, it's like it's making a sound, like it's emphasis. All right, it's emphasis. Okay, I normally don't take this many cards out. Yeah, so many of you, many of you are in despair, all right, and this goes with the Ten of Swords, okay, you know, and it's not just you. For some of you, okay, your partner may even be in despair, okay. They may want this child as much as you do, all right, and even if you're the one, you know, doing all the investigating and talking to doctors and stuff, your partner is also mentally hoping that this comes through for both of you, all right? And if he's the one with the issue, all right, because it shows a man here, and I just got that. So for some of you, your partner is the issue, and they may feel in despair that because of them, just because their sperm is not viable, they're not able to give you the child that you want, okay? So for some of you, this may not even be you. This may be your partner, all right? All right, and we have the Thief card here. Okay, so the Thief card doesn't always mean like a person, all right? The thief here is that it stole all of your time, okay? All of your effort, all of your emotions, all of your hope, all of your stress, all of the people you've had to talk to, all of the tests you've had to, both of you or one of you had to undergo, all right? This is a very stressful process. This process is one of the most stressful things that a couple can face, all right? aside from cheating or addiction or anything, just trying to have a baby, all right? Most people can just don't even think about it. They can just have a baby, all right? There are teenagers that can just have a baby, and there's these couples that they have to go through all this trouble just to have a baby, all right? And it can be draining, okay? And the thief here is time. The thief here is this situation, all right? That's robbing you, robbing the both of you, okay? Robbing the both of you of peace, of serenity, of joy, of just being able to just, you know, come together, be intimate, and get pregnant, and be able to experience that joy, and be able to be in that kind of joy, in that kind of situation, all right? And it's just not happening for some of you, okay? So that is the big thief here. The big thief here is time. Okay, here, and we have the expectation card. This also came out in the last reading, okay? So yeah, so you are expecting something, okay? Oh, my phone is about to die. Okay, hang on a second. Yeah, I cannot have a dead phone. Okay. Yeah, so for maybe your partner too, but mostly because there's a woman here. So for many of you, you are expecting to get this message, okay? You're expecting to receive a message. For some of you, you are waiting on a test result, okay? You're waiting on a test result to find out, you know, which one of you is viable, okay? And if only one of you is viable, the doctor's going to try to find out how to make this happen for you guys, all right? So for some of you, you know, you underwent a test, or he did, and you're expecting the results, okay? You're waiting on it. You're waiting for the result. I just got that. Okay. I got the Lovers. Okay, it's a very good sign. I'm going to take that out because that goes right here in line with this card, okay? Partner affectionate and sexually interested in you, resolving arguments before bedtime, feeling wanted and adored, okay? You look at this picture and you look at how they're looking at each other, okay? They are in love, okay? They adore each other, okay? So that energy, all right? Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, why is this energy here of affection and resolving arguments, feeling wanted and adored? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Why is this energy here? Thank you. Yep, that goes just along with what I was saying, okay? When this was in the upright, okay, it was the Seven of Wands, okay? You felt like, you know, you both felt this way, okay? You both were constantly arguing. You weren't feeling loved and adored. He wasn't interested in you, being intimate, all right, and all of that, all right. But now for this reading, this came out in the reverse, so all of that has either resolved or it's going to be resolved, okay? And the Seven of Wands came out in the reverse, all right? So the struggle is over, the fighting is over, the having to defend yourself is over. All of that is over. That energy is gone, or it's clearing out, all right? Yeah, and then you have the Six of Pentacles, all right? So you both are being very generous to the other, okay? You're both being affectionate with each other, all right? Sexually and physically and emotionally, all right? You are giving to each other, all right? There is a give and take in your relationship now, okay? You both are equals, all right? And you both are finding balance, all right? So that's it's a very positive energy that's coming through here, all right? You guys have to realize that this is very powerful, all right? And all the negativity that we have in this world, and probably all the negativity surrounding you, in your work, in your house, when you go to the store, I mean, there's negativity everywhere, all right? So when I get a reading like this, where you know, a pregnant woman and her partner, all right? Now, some of you here, you know, some of you are flying solo, all right? But for others of you, all right, you do have a partner, okay? And so when I get a reading where it's, you know, it comes out positive and the lovers come out and then this card comes out in the reverse, all right, that's a very strong, positive energy, all right? If you even feel a little of that, harness it and try to bring it through, okay? If you still find that you're in this energy, all right, yes, you are pregnant, and yes, you know, he should be supporting you and helping you, but if you want it to be like this, you may have to pull back, and you may just have to stay calm, and you may just have to do your own thing. And if you guys are angry before bed, even if you don't mean it, say, I love you, and good night. And after a while of him hearing that, you know, something might happen to where his heart may, you know, become softened, and you know, you guys might start to get along again, okay? Because he might be stressed too, all right? Especially if he's working long hours and, you know, baby's coming. You know, a lot of women don't realize men have their own stresses too. It's not all just about us, okay? It's not all about women when we're pregnant. If you have a partner, they're going through it too. They're not going through obviously they're not going through the same physical things and emotional things that you are, but they're still going through, okay, stress and wondering if they'll be able to support you and this baby, wondering if they'll be able to give this child everything that they want them to have. Okay, that's very stressful. For a guy, that's stressful. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, why is this energy here of equal give and take, affection, love, arguments ceasing and resolving themselves? Why is this energy here, Spirit? Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, why is this energy here? This energy of love and resolving issues. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Oh, this also came out in the last reading. Can I have one more card, Spirit? Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, what's this energy here? Of resolving issues. Oh. Wow, this is beautiful. All right, so you guys are, you know, you're about to have a baby, and this is the energy that is coming through, okay? For those of you, okay, if this is your partner and you're not married and you're just living together and you're not married, all right, for some of you, you may be getting a proposal, all right? And or for some of you, you both are in agreement that you both want to get married. You want to you want this baby to be born in wedlock, okay? And for some of you, I'm hearing that you're going to move, okay? This was also in the last reading, okay? House, all right? And this is a big house, okay? This is a huge house, all right? Because you're having a baby, so you're gonna have to expand your space, all right? I see for some of you, you know, some of you are living in an apartment or a small house or just a space where, you know, you probably could put a crib in there or a bassinet, but it's not a real space, okay? For many of you, you want your baby to have, you know, their own room and stuff, all right? And you just want more room overall, okay? So, yeah, so you guys are going to be moving, and I mean, this is beautiful, okay? The people in this picture are happy. They are, you know, they are in love, okay? Look at that. That's beautiful, all right? And this is for many of you. For those of you who are watching this reading, this is you and your partner, all right? All right, and for some of you, your situation with your partner was this way, but now, thank God, it's this way, all right? So you guys you're resolving your issues, and not just at bedtime, but you guys are starting to your love and your care about each other is coming first instead of being right in an argument, all right? So for many of you, you guys are learning to work together, okay? There's equal give and take here, all right? You guys are a team now, all right? So you guys are working together. You guys are loving each other. You guys are being affectionate to each other, all right? And you guys are loving and adoring each other, all right? That's very special. It's not, you're not just saying an empty, I love you, every single day. I mean, you guys are literally holding hands. You are, you know, you're hugging each other. You're kissing each other. You're very close. All right. So this is a very wonderful, positive reading, and all the issues that you've had with your partner have already resolved, or they will be resolved. All right. But this is the most important thing. You guys are a unified front. Okay. All right. And although these are two separate issues, for some of you, this could have been caused by this, all right? So if that's the case, you know, this is going to be resolved, all right? Because you guys are waiting on a message, okay? And I deeply feel that this is a test result, all right? You're waiting on a test result, whether it's for a test that you took or a test that he took, all right? All right. Yeah, for some of you, you're going to move into a second-story house. Okay, it's going to be 2 stories. I don't know if that's going to be a townhouse, but it's not an apartment. It is an actual house. It's going to be a 2-story house. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pull some names. All right, and we're going to find out. Going to find out what your baby's name is or could be. All right, and like I said in my last video, if you see a name that looks maybe, you know, like from back in time, or a name that you don't think you would ever name your baby that name, you know, don't be surprised, because, you know, you might see that name later and it might click with you. All right, or your angel guides may, you know, if you're asking them, you know, for help for picking a name, you know, they may actually suggest that to you. And also, it's possible that this name could have been your baby's name in a past life, okay? Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, what is the pregnant viewers baby's name? Wow. Okay. Okay, for a boy, I see Wesley, Warren, or Wyatt. Okay, for a girl, I see Wanda, Wendy. All right, for a boy, I see Isaiah or Ivan. For a girl, I see India, Imari, or Ivy. All right. If you see any other name on here that you may have already named your baby or whatever, then that's confirmation from Spirit. Okay. Okay. Next, we're gonna find out what your beautiful baby looks like. Okay. And then we're gonna close out the reading. I don't want this to be too long. I generally want to keep my readings under an hour, you know, but sometimes it can't be helped. In general, I like to keep it under an hour. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, what does the pregnant viewers baby look like? Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, what does their baby look like? Or what will their baby look like? Spirit, what does their baby look like? Thank you, Spirit. What does their baby look like? Get one more, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, this also came out in the last reading. All right. So for many of you, your baby has a cute nose. Now, to me, I think all babies have a cute nose. But some babies, they just have, you know, they have this special kind of cute nose. All right, I have seen it. Okay, I have seen it. All right, your baby has a dimple. Okay, your baby has a dimple. Okay, and they either have a dimple or it'll show up right later. All right, and your baby also has brown hair. All right, or they're gonna have brown hair. Yeah, and even Caramel agrees. Thank you for confirming that, Miss Caramel. Thank you for confirming. Okay, so I'm not being led to pull any more cards or anything, and I want to keep this reading short. So that's the conclusion of this reading. I hope this reading has offered you insight into your situation, whether your situation is that you're trying to conceive a baby, all right? Because in the last reading it was this way, all right? And this is a lot of work. This is the work that many of you felt that you were done and over with, all right? But this reading came out. This card came out in the reverse, all right? So that means this is this issue is going to be resolved. And so even though many of you have given up, you feel like you're done with this, you just can't do it anymore, you don't want to talk to another doctor, you don't want to do another test, you're just done, okay? Spirit is saying that, something is going to happen, all right? You're going to get a message, all right? You're waiting for a message, and you're going to get a message, all right? You're going to get a message about a test, all right? Some sort of test results, okay? And it's going to go in your favor, all right? That's what Spirit is saying here. It's what I'm hearing, all right? It's going to go in your favor. Okay. And then here, I mean, it's a wonderful thing because all of the arguments you guys have been having, many of you, I feel it. I don't see it over here, but I feel that many of you have gone to bed. It's a terrible feeling to have to not give a hug or a kiss goodnight and just turn over and face the other way. Turning his back on you, or you turning his back on him, and that's how you end the night. And then when you wake up, you started that way. Like, that's a terrible way for a couple to go about their days. Giving each other the silent treatment, and that's how it was in this energy. All right, but thank God for many of you. And even if this hasn't happened yet, Spirit is saying it's going to. All right, it's going to happen. Right, so because we have the Seven of Wands in the reverse, all right. So all the struggle that you both were having with your relationship and the fighting and the arguing, all that is gone, or it's dissipating. All right, it's dissipating. It's not magic. It doesn't happen overnight. All right, but you both are slowly starting to come together. All right, you're slowly starting to come together. Let me see here. Okay. All right. You both love each other very much. All right. This partnership is solidified. Okay. Not just by the baby you're carrying, but your love for each other. All right. And you guys are, you guys have learned, the art of equal give and take in a relationship. All right. This is hard to do without being pregnant, without introducing children into it. All right. So just imagine when children are coming into a relationship, how hard this can be. Okay, but you guys are doing it. All right. You guys are doing it, and this is the main thing here. The strength here is the Lover's card. All right. That love that you have, and it's not just love, it's passion. All right, it's passion. As it says, partner, affectionate and sexually interested in you. Okay, so there is still passion there, even though you're pregnant and your belly is expanding. Your partner still loves you and adores you and is sexually attracted to you still. Okay, so this is a very positive reading. This right here could make or break your pregnancy. All right. It could either make your pregnancy enjoyable and smooth sailing, or it can make it a nightmare, right? But in this reading, it's going to be smooth sailing, and for many of you, you're actually going to get to enjoy your pregnancy, all right, with your partner, okay? Okay, and for those of you who are flying solo, all right, it says strong single female, all right? So for those of you who are flying solo, all right, you guys are already pregnant, all right, because in this picture she's already pregnant. But for some of you who aren't pregnant yet and you're trying to get pregnant but you're flying solo, you're going to have to adopt. You're probably thinking of adopting, or you're probably thinking of going the sperm donor route, all right? So many of you who are flying solo are looking into that, all right? But yeah, so and remember that for those of you who are watching this reading, you're 5 months pregnant, all right? So that's pretty cool, all right? That's pretty cool, because you're right, kind of in the middle, all right? Your belly is out there, but you're still kind of agile a little bit. It's not like a 6, 7, or 8 month belly. You know what I mean? At 5 months, you're still kind of cute little. You can still kind of move around, you know, a little easier. You know what I mean? So, and also, so yeah, and your baby names here. All right, I'm gonna show this to you again in case, so you guys can see if you see a name on here that you've already named for your baby, or maybe you will name them in the future. Okay. All right, and your baby has a cute nose and a dimple, and they have brown hair. All right. So if your baby's born, they already look like this, or you know, or they're gonna come out like this. All right. So that's it for tonight's reading. I love you all. Please take care of yourselves. Please try to begin to meditate. Please eat fresh fruits and vegetables. And you know, work with your partner. You know, pregnancy is stressful in itself. So there's going to be times when you're going to go through mood swings and you have aches and pains with your expanding belly. All right, but because your partner is, we have the 6 of Pentacles here. So, and plus we have this card in the reverse, which means you're resolving your issues. So even when you have days where you're stressed out, your partner is going to lift you up. Okay. They're going to lift you up and support you. Okay, but remember, there are going to be days when your partner is going to need a little lifting up too. Okay, and even though you're pregnant, you can still, lift them up. All right, and support them. Okay, there's equal give and take. All right, so this is a very positive reading. So until I see you all again in the next video, I will love you and leave you. Namaste.